Okay, here's a quick example for lesson 8.2, applications of area. In this example, Bayan wants to paint his room and needs to know how much paint to buy. His room measures 14 feet by 12 feet with a height of 10 feet. If one can of paint covers 500 square feet, will one can be enough? So there's two ways to visually look at this problem or to think about the problem. One is from a floor plan point of view or an aerial view. You can see the length and the width laid out in 2 dimensions. Another way of thinking through the problem is in 3 dimensions using a prism. In this case, you would see that the length is 14, get a good sense of the width being 12, and then the height of 10 feet. So in this example, I'm going to use a prism to help us kind of visualize what we're trying to do. So we're trying to find the area of the 4 walls of the room. Each wall is a rectangle. So using our prism here, we would find the area of the front, the back, the left, and the right wall. All the walls being rectangles, they all follow the same formula, base times height. If you add all the areas together, you would get a total area of 520 square feet. So to answer the original question, is 1 can enough? And in this case, 1 can of paint would not be enough to cover all 4 walls. We'd be 20 square feet short. In addition to this example, you always want to pay attention to your unit conversions in this lesson. And what I would say is I would always recommend doing your unit conversions on a linear distance. So I think at this point, most people are comfortable that 1 square yard is equivalent to 3 feet. So instead of having a 1 yard by 1 yard square to give us 1 square yard, we would have 3 feet by 3 feet to give us an area of 9 square feet. In addition, if you're looking at converting 1 square foot into inches, you can see here 1 foot by 1 foot gives us 1 square foot, whereas 12 inches by 12 inches would give us 144 square inches. And that concludes the lesson on 8.2.